Right, welcome back everyone. Now, you probably may be wondering why I'm doing this at 49 in the afternoon instead of my original current time. Well, one is, I was meant to continue this last night, but my computer decided to not respond properly, maybe due to the heat or whatever or something like that, because it was quite hot the other night and such. And well, last night, sorry. So yeah, I ended up having to let it cool off and continue this off today, basically. So without further delay, let's get on to the next mission, which should be Stranded in Space. Now, if memory serves, that might be short compared to the other ones. I can't remember. But what I will do is I will try and keep most of my...
I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth space dock. It may need assistance.
But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, what I will do is try and keep my Star Trek videos at least half an hour each instead of just doing the hourly thing like I used to do, because I realise that doing an hour all the time in every videos is not always a good idea, because some people can easily go, oh, you know, they don't want to see the boring parts. It's understandable if I'm doing like long plays, like let's say for example I'm playing like a full Let's Play of Sonic the Hedgehog, or if I'm playing games like Final Fantasy VII, then obviously an hour is needed. But in games like these, roughly about half hour should do it. It's the same goes with my CFVs. I've got to cut that down to sort of like half hour, even though that you would be still seeing some that's an hour long and such. But I will cut them down to at least half hour each, so that way, you know, you all don't get bored and such like that, or you can actually go to certain parts and favour certain parts that you like and such, if that all makes sense. But anyway, basically this mission that I've got to do, which is Stranded in Space, and basically I just got to save the USS, sorry, there is no USS, it's SS Azura, basically, and it's basically 20 hours overdue for arrival at Earth space dock, so we basically got to actually give it some assistance, because the most likely thing they fear is that the raiders may have attacked it, like the Orions and such like that. So this is where we just go around setting a course, which is not far from us because we can easily get there. And as I said in the last video, I am using the Jem'Hadar Dreadnought. This is the Tier 5 variant, so it's not the Tier 6 one. The Tier 6 one is on my other character, but I thought I may as well just use the very first one that I got anyway. And this was the very first Lobi ship I actually got, actually. And
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help! Warp core containment field down! Radiation flooding ship! Communications and life support failing! Cannot eject warp core! Need immediate evacuation and assistance! Please help us!
Alrighty then, let's get to it then. But as I was saying, yeah, this is one of the Lobi ships that I managed to get by harvesting a whole load of dilithium, basically. And it took me literally a year to harvest the amount of dilithium to get Zen for like buying like lockbox keys, opening all the lockboxes and stuff like that, to get the lobes for this ship, basically. And yeah, it took like I said, it took very long. But for me, it was worth it because, you know, it saved me spending money on the ship and such. Like saving money to buy the actual ship and such. That was back then, of course. Also, before, you know, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I have spent money on this game. So, you know, I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't. But when it came to this one was one of the first ones I got literally without having to spend money. And that I actually did wait for a whole year to actually get it, as I said. But anyway, this one's got a phaser build on it, and it's got kind of like a mixed phaser build, because on it it's got like the phase biomatter dual beam banks. I've still got to upgrade these. It's got the quantum phase beam, wide arc pulse phaser, dual heavy cannons. Obviously, it's got the quantum phase torpedo. It also has at the back a trilithium enhanced omnidirectional phase beam array. At the back it has the trilithium I can't even say that. Right, I'll try it again. Tricobalt torpedo launcher. There we go. I'm not even saying that one. I do apologise. I am butchering it. And then I've got the omnidirectional pulse laser at the back as well. So basically, when this thing fires off its fronts, it also fires off the backs, because these two are 360 weapons basically. So it gives sort of like literally about 6 hits at the front, but where it can still defend itself at the back and all round. Obviously, it's got like the Borg assimilated module console, which is to help it with its critical and other things and such. And this one's just to help it with its speed. Again, this one again is to help it with its speed and damage, like the damage resistance. I mean, and of course that's part of the quantum phase set, basically, just so that I can use the full extent of it. And again, this one's for the Trilithium set as well, basically, so I can use the full effects of that as well. As you know, I've got like all these phased tactical consoles. I got this one in here because it does 3.9 critical chance, gives good weapon power settings, and it also has shield penetration. I didn't even know that actually at first until I just looked at it. Wow. So yeah. So but and only I also got elite fighters, elite Tholian widows, and elite scorpion fighters, which you can get from the reputation area. And to get the Tholians, you basically get yourself up to tier 5 on the reputation for the Nakura Strike Force, and you can actually gain access to the elite Tholian fighters that you can actually obtain from here by donating 20,000 energy credits and 19,000 Dilithium. So it's not a lot, and 120 Nakura marks. Again, it doesn't cost a lot, and these pets are permanent and such like that. And it's the same thing with the Scorpions as well. You can get elite Scorpions from the Romulan Task Force. Again, you've got to give the same amount of Dilithium, same amount of energy credits, and same amount of Romulan marks. So it is pretty much easy peasy to get those once you get yourself up to a tier 5 on these. Yeah, you may notice that I've got mine already up to tier 6, and that's because I've been doing this all through last year and such. I think it was last year that they came up with that. But anyway, let's begin Stranded in Space. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about the other thing that I got on the ship. How careless of me. The space set I'm using for this is the Romulan space set, because of their shields are quite tough, and it helps protect the ship more. As you notice that the forward shields, rear shields, right shields, left shields, they're pretty much up for a tanky dreadnought type class. Now, obviously, these are not the actual full stats of it, because we're in sector space at the moment. Everything will be like cut down by a certain percentage. But obviously, these will be a lot more up and tougher, usually around in its 40s or 50s, depending. So it all depends. But it won't show, like I said, it won't show the full extent of these in sector space. But I will, once I get into the mission thing, I will show basically those. The vanity shield I've got on this is basically the Zenketi. It's all for decoration, that is, so it just gives it a cool look. But anyways, and as you can tell, it's still tier 5, so there's no trait or anything like that. I mean, it does have the Dominion Universal Dominion Command Interface console, and it has the Glorious Charge, so I can actually ram ships as well. But anyway, now I can actually begin this. Whew, that was a lot of explanation, eh? Welcome to Stranded in Space, where no one can hear you scream.
This is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura.
Yeah, hello?
Please help. We're being pursued by Orion raiders. Crew injured, taking heavy fire. Dropping out of warp near your coordinates. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
Easy enough. I'm not gonna lie, those Orion raiders are pretty cool. I like the design of the raiders, like their small little raider class ships. Anyway, right, basically just going full power. But anyway, I'll show you the. Now, see, as you may have noticed, that shields are more up higher, and the actual resistance levels are in their 40s. So it is a pretty good ship, and it can be modded into a tank ship sort of thing, if you desire to. Now, literally, these guys don't stand a chance against me because even my fighters alone can actually kill them off, because, as you may notice, the ship is quite powerful. Not OP compared to some, but it's still quite powerful. And the fighters alone also are quite powerful because they're elite fighters, basically. And plus, this mission is quite an easy one anyway, so it's one of the many simple ones to do. And holy cow, that was loud on my ears. Right, let's beam the away team on and just get ourselves on there. Let's have a look. You know what? I'm going to change over for you, and let's go with you. So I'm just trying to actually make this somewhat interesting. Yeah, let's go with that. And why not? Oh yeah, the Spock hologram and the Chekhov hologram, along with the Leader one, I got for free during the different events and such. Same goes with the Breen one, like I said in the last vid.
Captain, I'm concerned about the radiation on the Azura. She might have some damage to the warp core, but our sensors can't pick up enough to determine exactly what you'll find over there. I'm sure I can send you and the away team to the ship safely, but getting you back might be a problem until the Azura's critical damage is repaired. Step on the transporter pad when you're ready to go, and be careful, sir.
Hey, careful is my middle name. But also, why the hell was you spraying a fire hydrant thing? Honestly, were you trolling? I don't know why you got that out and started spraying it everywhere, but yeah, it's like spraying the fire hydrant thing. Actually, hydrant? No, it's not. It's I will get the name of it in my head. It's just my head's gone. The extinguisher. There we go. Fire extinguisher. Crikey. I'm getting these all mixed up because my head's like. Right. Basically, just saying he's picking up multiple life signs and plasma leaks and such like that. So basically, he's just telling us what you got to do. Basically. Actually, I'm going to switch up weapons. Right. So where are these guys? Oh yeah, just right around the corner. Right, these are the plasma leaks that he was on about, but also, if my memory serves, yeah, some of these doors can be opened. Now, you may think you can help these guys, but unfortunately, due to the fact you're not a science officer, you can't actually heal them. If I got this right. Yeah, it says it's critical injured, and you need, yeah, and it basically says I do not have the training needed to assist them. It's because I'm a tactical officer, I can't treat them. If I was science, I could. Oh man, I should have actually gone as my science officer. It would have made more sense, but then you would have missed out on the tactical side of things. But hey ho, never mind. Right, let's go and turn these plasma conduits off. Alright. Want to be a thug? I could be a thug too. Oh, I went through that door. He vaporized. I know it sounds sick the way I say this, but I find it quite funny when I just vaporize in this game. It's just like the old school Star Trek where they get vaporized and such. And you hear the little screech at the end of it. Oh wait, that's now in this container is basically your basic stuff that you could need for your starting off of your missions and such. Now, as you get to a high level, you'll find that you need these quite less and such like that because you've got other things that can help you heal and such, or that your crew members have things to help you heal and such. Now, this, as you know, is basically the stuff that you can scan and such. Actually, do I have anything? No, it's only destroys Ageti and Borg ships and such. So, wait, I should have switched to my anti-pollen gun because I need anti-pollen damage. Ah, that's alright then. But anyway, yeah, basically, if you want to harvest stuff, all you have to do is click on that, scan it, and actually match up the wave lines. Actually, I'll do it now so I can demonstrate to you a little bit more. I know that most of you have seen this already, but there's some of you that are still new to this that probably want to know how this works. So I'm just going to show you roughly. Now, even though I've got enough of these, but still, basically, you've got to match up these. Once you've got them matched up, you get yourself some of that. Now these are good for harvesting to go towards either fleet stuff or research and development areas and so forth and so on. Alright, basically that's one shutdown. Right, I better switch over to this weapon so that way I can actually get one of my endeavours. Gotta keep them going, eh? So, which way? This way. Nope. Obviously not. It's that way. There we go. You got two choices. Die or die hard. Right. Onto that one. Now, if you ever want to get any of these holograms, or even the Riemann or Breen, like even the Lita hologram, or the old original Star Trek characters holograms, you can get them off mud stores, but they will cost you. I think. Let's have a little look. See, no, it's not that. Let's have a look in mud store. I think they're in. Let's see. Let's go for all. Have a look. See. Now, as you can tell, most of the stuff in mud store is all expensive. Now this pack I managed to got, and this one I managed to got through the events and that. But yeah, this is a pack where you can get the Riemann, Breen, and other things. Now it will cost you 8,000 Zen, but it is expensive. But it's down to you if you want to spend that to get these and that. I mean, having these characters is alright and such like that. They are worth getting at times, but however, it's not always necessary either. And I mean, again, these lot cost about 10,000 because you get like not just 3 of the original crew. You get also about 6, I believe. Wait, hold on. You get, yeah, I think you get about 6 or 8, something like that, of the original crew. So yeah, if you ever want to get that, it will cost you about 10,000 Zen. Lita cost you this 2 different variants, cost you about 4,000. And so forth. So this is why I say if you're ever on this game and there's an event going on, try and take advantage of the events for the free stuff, because it will cost you an arm and a leg at a later stage. That's my advice to use, you know. I know that some of you may be starting probably think, oh, I really want this and that, such and such and such. But they will cost you a bit if you do actually want to actually get that, and if you've got the money to get that, then fair dues and that. But I would suggest saving your money and just work towards the other free stuff rather than the old free stuff, because some of the new free stuff that they give is pretty decent and such. But anyway, what I've got to do here is basically scan the warp core, well, he's basically scanning the warp core, and he's basically predicting a catastrophic failure. So that means this whole place is going to blow. So that means we got to get everyone off here. But first, we've got to talk to the captain of this vessel.
We hit an Orion ambush on our way to K7. We lost our weapons almost immediately, and then we took a direct hit near engineering. Our warp engine's magnetic antimatter containment field failed. We had no choice but to drop shields and use the power to try to stabilize the containment field. As soon as the shields were down, Orions boarded the ship.
Well, shoot.
I'll never let those green pirates have the Azura. Please, take my crew to safety. I'll keep trying to stabilize the warp core. If I'm lucky, I can buy you some time.
Well, I'll give the crew a helping hand. I'm always good at that. Right, warp core, scan that. Now, I don't think I can do anything because I am not an engineer. Because, yeah, I need to get my way into the survivors to the off the ship, basically, so as soon as possible. I can't basically, there's nothing I can do to stop it because I don't have the engineering abilities. If I was an engineer, I could actually do something to stop it, but because I'm more tactical, I don't have the ability to stop it. However, all I have to do is just go back here and wait for these guys to beam in, and surprise, surprise, it's our Klingon friends with their pets. Now, you may be looking at the tactician and thinking, oh, what good is a tactician if they can't do, like, heal the crew or stop a warp core breach and such like that? Well, they're good in other areas, which you were about to see. This console here, this is where the tactical officer comes in handy, because he can use this to cause a plasma leak, basically, And basically, what you can do, you can use the plasma to clear the Orions from your path, basically. So you can just bypass it and let the gases out. And wait, why isn't it not killing them? Why are they still standing there? Okay, back when it used to kill them. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to kill them myself. Typical Klingons. I knew they were battle hardened, but I didn't think they were plasma proof. Oh well.
But their call for resistance has given us a chance for glorious combat.
But yeah, usually when you're a tactician, that plasma flow would have actually killed those Klingons. But some odd reason it just didn't there, and I was like, okay, that made me look to be a liar. I feel bad for killing those Targs because those Targs are just adorable. I don't care what anyone says. I have a soft spot for them. In fact, I want my own real life pet Targ. Right, this one's just saying about there must be a cloaked Klingon vessel in the area. So basically, we just got to stay alert for it. And it also gives us a hint what we got to fight next. And yes, again, my character has the link effect is muted, so he doesn't really talk. But I'm glad that they improved on the cutscenes here and such. Okay, there's no voice acting here, which is a shame, but still. I'm pretty sure they were working out at a later date. If not, then, you know, I'm not complaining. Because one has to understand, it is 10 years old, so you know, it was before they started. Well, they did have some form of voice acting in it, but it was before they actually went full with it. So they do actually improve on that at later dates and such like that, which has impressed me time and time again, really. Right. Basically, I just got to make my way to the bridge. It's funny how the rest of the ship looks different from my bridge. But I suppose originally, because you originally meant to have a starship, which is like either a tier 1 ship here at this point, it's meant to get, you know, you're meant to have sort of like a Federation look to it, basically. So basically, you shouldn't be using a ship like the Dominion Dreadnought or whatever tier 6 ships that you're using at this point, because it's meant to be originally like using a tier 1 ship or a tier 2 ship or something like that, like on the Federation classes. But because they changed rules, obviously you can still use those tier 6 ships at after level 10.
Leave now if you know it's good for you, Starfleet. We are taking this ship, her crew, and her cargo.
When did the Klingons become thieves? Man. Well, time to bust you up. You weren't so tough, were you? Next. Just showing it off a bit. There we go. I forgot how big this ship is compared to the Klingon heavy battle cruisers and such. But then again, the Dominion Dreadnought ships were pretty massive. If you actually ever seen the Deep Space Nine shows, they're pretty much portrayed to be quite massive in size. Anyway, we need to get within range of the transport to being the captain of that ship over. So let's go and rescue.
Attempting to get a transporter lock on Captain Brott, sir. Boosting containment. We have it, Captain.
Just for the dramatic effect.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
Okay, now you don't have to do all this. You can actually just go skip all this if you want to, but I will do this because obviously
The Azura was a transport ship, best in the quadrant. Mostly I hauled medical supplies or farming equipment. But I had room in the cargo bays for a little of everything. I have one customer who is just crazy for Tranya.
What the hell's Tranya?
I don't save the galaxy on a regular basis like you Starfleet types do, but hauling cargo is a good way to make a living. I'm helping people in my own way. You saved my crew. There's thieves, pirates, and a whole lot of trouble if you ask me. Raiders have always been a danger to ships like mine, but the problem has gotten worse since the Orions allied with the Klingons. Now they think they can do anything to anyone. Someone needs to put a stop to these raids.
Oh, don't worry, I'll just headbutt a few of them.
Saved my crew. We have been having trouble with the warp core for a few days. I was hoping I could make it to the closest starbase, but...
Didn't you ever thought getting it, like, you know, refitted and all that lot?
When the containment field started to collapse, I used every bit of power we had to help stabilize it. The minute I rerouted power from the shields to the containment field, the Orions were there. For all I know, they detected I was in trouble and were waiting for the right time to pounce.
Typical.
You saved my crew. I'll go back to Bellaris for a few weeks, I suppose. I have enough latinum saved up to get me back on my feet. As soon as I can get another ship, I'll be doing transport runs again. I have customers waiting.
Yeah, I've got plenty of latinum too. Too much of it. I just don't know what to do with it.
You saved my crew.
That'll be enough, thank you. Right, this is part of the system. Now, I feel that mission was quite short, but hey, I'm not complaining. Right. But I did say it would be kind of short, so I was actually banking on it, and...
Well done.
Oops.
You saved that crew just in time.
And obviously this is where you get the Azura personal command code. Now I already got that, but basically what the Azura personal command comms code does for you, it calls in the trade freighter in sector space, so you can access the mail, bank, like it says there, the exchange and all that stuff. So it says you're going to like the star bases and so forth, but that's only if you wish to use that, of course. Although you do have to wait for a cooldown period. I think it's either an hour or 30 minutes, I can't remember, but I know it's quite a long one. Right, now then, let's go and have a look at the next one. Actually, before I do, I'm going to change ship again.